All right, we're live again in the Krypt. Tonight I'm joined by Ann Myrna. I hope I'm saying that right.
That's right.
Delilah Hefner, the talented young actress. Her sister, Ash Hefner. I do have my Evil
Hello.
Dead light on somewhere back there. Um, and we also have the writer-director, S.J. Herman, right?
Yep, that's me.
If I'm correct. Well, we are here to talk about, I'll let you talk about it there, S.J. Why don't you introduce us to your film?
Uh, Trepidity, or it came from somewhere.
Well,
Tonight,
I started watching Trepidity. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
And I didn't get a chance to finish it. I at work, so it was a little difficult. But
Right.
we can talk about both, and we can start with it came from somewhere.
All right. Well, it came from somewhere is a film that's currently in Indiegogo campaign mode. It's a throwback to 50s classic B movies, sci-fi creature feature. It's going to be shot in a 4:3 ratio. It'll be shown in black and white, and it'll have all the trademarks of those movies that you love from Ed Wood, Roger Corman, cheesy effects, cheesy dialogue, and one cheesy monster. And I am directing it, and Ashley here is also co-directing it with me, and Ann is producing it.
Amazing. I saw the trailer. We're gonna watch that, and I love those old B movies. It even has like, are you Attack from Mars or Mars Attacks? You a fan of that movie? That
Yes,
type of style?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I love the black and white, the old screams, and then the the words popping up and everything. I just love the old school style of that. So it's very cool and interesting to me.
yeah. It's going to be fun. We're looking forward to filming it.
It looks like it's going to be a fun film. I think we're still getting a little bit of that feedback, but tell you what, why don't we start off with the trailer for it?
Sounds good.
Right? Let me set it up. And let's roll it.
Greetings, my friends. What you are about to witness is true. The names and places have been changed to protect those who witness the horror that happened. So, therefore, I must ask you, my friends, can you handle the truth? Can you handle the unbelievable things that you are about to see before your eyes?
All right, that looks like a lot of fun to me, for sure. I'm going to set it up so if we decide to watch it again, which I'm sure we will, we got it ready to go. So, what gave you the idea to do this? Are you just a huge B movie fan? Obviously, Ed Wood and stuff. Is that what
Yeah.
inspired you to write it? And you haven't seen one in a long time, I'm
No,
guessing?
I was actually watching an episode of Mystery Science Theater 3000, and they had on teenagers from outer space. And I thought, you know what? Wow, wouldn't that be a great idea, a unique idea, because I haven't seen it anywhere in the indie world, to make film something like that, like it was shot, actually filmed in the 50s, black and white, 4:3, and just make it cheesy as hell. And I asked the cast of Trepidity, what do you guys think? Are you guys being in it? And almost right away, all of them are like, yeah, let's do it. Let's go for it. And from there, we just hopped on and I just started writing it. And Brian hopped on as a co writer, asked Ashley if she wanted to co direct and produce. And we were off to the races.
Very cool, man. Ashley, so what got you interested into this in this project here? Co-directing a
I was
young
in
upcoming.
yes.
I was in Trepidity. I was Allison in Trepidity, and then I also directed the beginning segment, the 1976 segment. And I work with SJ on Blood Sisters as well, where I've recently taken over directing those episodes. So we've been working really great together as a team. We like to bounce ideas off of each other. So when he threw in the idea of, hey, let's do a 50s style creature feature to the Trepidity group, I was like, heck yeah, I want to be a part of that. And then he pulled me aside and was like, do you want to be on screen or off screen? And I was like, I mean, can I do both? And he was like, yeah, absolutely. So now I'm co-directing with him, and I'm also going to be playing Marie in It Came From Somewhere. So it's really exciting.
Taking on a lot of responsibility on this, and you came to me because Lee suggested you, Lee Payne, a member of the Doomsday Krypt family, and he's always promoting and talking about all these new projects. And I've seen your guys' around, and I was interested because I'm a big B-movie fan, and Ed Wood and the old cheesy style. I have a lot of fun with those films. So I appreciate you reaching out to me, but also, how'd you get involved in this project?
Well, I was producer of Trepidity, which was the film that Ashley referenced, which is an 80s slasher horror film that we have completed production of and are looking at distribution options on. And again, Steve just kind of suggested this crazy idea, and I said, well, you know, I'd be happy to be producer again. And he wrote a part for me in the script. Of course, I'm playing the grandma. Somebody's got to be the oldest. So my character name is Dolores, and I'm also going to be first AD on the project. So I'm in the process of breaking down the script, trying to figure out how, you know, like what locations we need, you know, how we're going to organize the shooting schedule.
And the youngest member here, Delilah. Now you're an acting star. Were you in Deputy? I hope I'm saying that right there.
No,
No.
I was not.
So
I
this
was
is your first
there,
film?
but I wasn't in it.
Is that how they discovered you, through your sister? So they wanted you in this film coming up? It came from
No.
somewhere?
I'm also in Blood Sisters.
Oh,
It was the
okay. I
other
haven't
way
heard of
around.
that.
I met SJ through Delilah.
Yes.
She's the little actress here. Yep, I made the connection with SJ after she'd already worked with him.
Okay. So how many films have you done, SJ?
I have made, let's see, in the dark. Let me count them up, girl. And
I know 3 now, or 2 with 1 in development.
Six. I think I'm counting that right. 6, and then the YouTube series Blood Sisters, which is episode 7, is coming out Tuesday. So 6 like short films, and really 2 series. So
Blood Sisters is my favorite.
and
Yeah,
I think I'm counting them up right.
And this will be a feature-length film.
Yes.
Okay, amazing. So Delilah, how'd you meet SJ? Through watching his films, or just becoming an actress and wanting to find work?
Through Moriam.
Moriam. I'm taking that's another actor?
That's another series.
Oh, okay. Okay. I see. I'm learning. I love learning all these new things with all the different indie projects going on. And I am going to watch Trepidity.
So
For some reason, that's a tongue twister for me, but
yeah. Trepidity.
Most things are.
So basically what's been happening is that SJ is an author, and he wrote a bunch of books, and then he wanted to adapt his books to film. So he started with Moriam, which has been started off as a series. And on the Acrostar Films YouTube channel, you can watch a couple episodes of Moriam. And he had also filmed In the Dark, which is another one of his short stories that was adapted to film. That's, you know, they're award-winning series. So if you get a chance, check those out. And they're all on the YouTube channel.
Oh, awesome. I'll have to drop that link because I knew about It Came From Somewhere. And then I actually saw Lee post about Trepidity. And I do want to watch that. I started watching it, and like I said, I just got busy at work and I couldn't finish watching it, but it seemed really interesting. So you're going from '80s slasher there to back to the old school B films, and I
I'm
think it's
all
really
over.
cool.
I bounce from decade to decade, I guess.
Stupidity
So
is
were these?
scary.
Is it scary? I love
Yes.
scary. Yeah, I got one of my buddies representing Kyle Rappaport, Movie Buff One, Michael Toth, who's here, did the art for it, and my buddy did the lettering. It's a friend of ours who's an actor also. He does a lot of trauma style films, like those old, like he did Sharkula and Camp Murder, and just some fun films that I enjoy watching. And where's all the true alpha wolves? I'm not sure who's saying it, but the alpha wolf is here right now, and I'm here with these fine people discussing this upcoming movie. And it seems like a lot of talented people. I'm excited to see Delilah just getting ready to turn 9 and already a movie star on the way. So it's exciting. So I'll be able to say, yeah, I know her. I got to interview Delilah. So that's very
It's my
exciting for
favorite
me.
thing to do.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad you're able to do this kind of work. Is this something your parents really support too with both of you
Mhm.
guys?
Yes.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome to have supportive family and really pushing and supporting what you're doing, because it's not easy being an actress though, is it?
Sometimes traveling gets a little hard, but overall it's pretty easy. Just traveling sometimes.
Yeah, and that's what I
Delilah
mean
just
with the.
started 2 years ago, and she's been just snowballing. It's just been getting better and better, and she's been getting more and more opportunities. It's pretty awesome.
That's awesome. Look at the proud big sister of her little sister. I think that's great. And now you're directing and an actress too. So your little sister inspired you to
Mhm.
do a lot of different things
She's
now
my
too.
best friend.
Oh, that's sweet. You could tell you guys are sisters.
She's my little
So
munchkin, but it also really works with our relationship on and off screen as well. And honestly, all of us in the Acrostar films, we call ourselves a family, and you'll see it if you start watching, some of these projects on YouTube. You'll recognize a lot of the same faces in Trepidity and all the other projects, and you'll see us all, and it came from somewhere. We kind of all just came together for this big project. So we're all very excited for it.
and I think that's great. And
Yeah,
one
I
of the
would agree.
questions.
They are like family. Everybody in this, like Echo Star films, they are family, and
And I
it's a
noticed,
pretty tight group.
and that's great. And I noticed with a lot of indie films, and some people say it's a hindrance. I personally feel like it's a great thing when a lot of these indie projects have cast that they like to work with, and are like somebody like you be able to know your actors and actresses and watch them grow and go, you know what, they'd be perfect. I'm going to write this part for them, specifically for them, and they can help make this film with me. Is that something you're experienced by the more you work with Delilah and Ash and Ann?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, you grow to know and understand what they can do, and then you can really like start to turn over. You can write a character, give it to them, and go, okay, here's the outline. You do it what you think is best for your character. And I have complete faith in all of them that they're going to do it the right way, and they do every time. That's how good they are.
I can see it with these two young ladies, Ash and Delilah, how much talent they have. Delilah, as soon as she came in, it's like, wow, she's very professional, and she's got you could tell she's just got that special spark as a young actress that I really see great success for her. And also with Ash directing. What got you to start directing? I mean, that's kind of a big step, being new to doing this. Is it just, which do you like more, acting, directing, or just a little bit of both?
Well, both have been a passion of mine since I was a child. I was in theater, all throughout high school. I was the president of my theater troupe, and then I was also in, TV production classes. And I wanted to go to school for it. That didn't pan out, and I got busy with life, busy with working. And when Delilah, who's always been a natural actress, decided to pursue it herself, it kind of inspired me. And she was working with SJ, and then Michelle our mom was like, yep, there's this role, maybe you should audition for it. So I did, and I got it, and it was with Blood Sisters, and then we turned it into a series. And I would always throw out ideas on a set of Blood Sisters, and then I was throwing out ideas, trying not to overstep, but I was just throwing them out during Trepidity as well. And SJ and I were just clicking. We just were able to like bounce ideas off of each other, and that's when he was like, "Hey, do you want to help me, direct Blood Sisters? Do you want to co-direct It Came From Somewhere?" And I was like, yeah, let's go for it. And the more I do Blood Sisters, the more confidence I get behind the camera as well. So it's something that's just coming naturally, and it's awesome.
So the YouTube series is definitely a big help doing these weekly episodes. So now you're going to a full length movie. Is this the first full length you'll be directing or co-directing?
Yeah. Yep. Yep. I think for SJ and I both, Trepidity was a big project for us too. Trepidity. It's still a short film, but it was a huge project, and I was on screen for most of it. He asked me to come in and direct the 1976 segment, which is the first 6 minutes of the film, and that was my first like real chance behind, just completely directing, not being in that segment at all, on screen, and it was a lot of fun. We were able to make something special, so I'm excited for It Came From Somewhere.
Me too.
I'm so happy for you both. I see a lot of, like I say, I see a lot of potential in you both, and I know I want to check out your web series, and I think it's great. Guys like S.J. Herman are taking on the younger generation and helping teach them and guide them to live out these dreams that you guys are all living. So I think that's great, S.J.
SJ is amazing.
Well, thank you, Delilah. Thank you. So are you.
Thank you.
And of course,
Anne,
and without Anne, like Trepidity and It Come From Somewhere wouldn't be possible because she's handling all the behind the scenes stuff, like getting locations, talking to cities, like a small city in central Illinois. And she's been wonderful. She's been taking care of all of it. I couldn't do it without her.
Yeah, and I have to admit, I am not schooled as a producer. Similar to Ashley, I did theater when I was in high school, but then I worked in information technology for, let's say, several decades, and decided then I wanted more creativity back in my life, so thought I would be on a TV show. So, and I do a lot of filming in Chicago, so I did some background work on Chicago Med and PD and fire, kind of learned a lot of the terminology for on camera. I took some acting classes, got a couple agents. So I do acting myself, and the opportunity came up to do some of the producing. And I've noticed that different independent filmmakers that I work with, they just take on the entire load. They're the writer, they're the camera operator, they're the director, they're doing lighting, they're finding locations. It's just so much to do. And having the IT background, I'm pretty good at organizing things and pay attention to details and stuff like that. So I've had a lot of fun with it, actually, and I'm learning quite a bit. So I do appreciate the opportunity that SJ's given me. Again, he's just a really good mentor and kind of helping people learn new things.
So so you've been doing this, I'm guessing, about 2 years.
I went back to the acting stuff like 5 years ago. COVID put a big dent in stuff. So there, I did some web series and, helped write some content during that time because there was nothing else to do. But yeah, now that everything is kind of coming back from COVID, the last 2 years or so have been pretty solid activity on the acting side for me, and then picking up on the producing side as well.
I see that. I kind of, COVID was terrible, but I see for indie though, it really, with the theaters being shut down, it opened up a lot of opportunities for a lot of these indie projects to get rolling and get going, and seeing new actors and actresses and filmmakers. It's something that, it really caught me in especially the last year. I found that these indie films are a lot of fun, and there's some really talented people out there making these films, and it's a great thing. I love supporting them. I got Steve Merle's doing the Sawyer Massacre. Oh my goodness, there's just so many people making these movies. Vince DeSante doing Never Hike Alone. My buddy Jason Pitts is doing movies. It goes on and on and on with all these talented filmmakers, and it's like, wow. Mike Mustatos. I always say his name wrong. I can't speak very well sometimes. I'm not even going to try to
have
say
that problem.
Yeah, well, I'm not a talented actor or actress like either one of you, so that's why I stay in the podcast, so I can avoid words that are in the script that I might not be able to say. But yeah, I've been really enjoying it, and for me, I think ever since everything's kind of slowed down and things getting back to normal, these indie projects are really booming, and there's some really interesting ones coming.
Yeah, we appreciate you, helping us kind of get the word out and stuff, because we have our network of people, and we've been able to grow a Facebook group of our own to over 2,000 members, which is fantastic. People from all over the world. It's really incredible. The support we get from the community, but we also need the outreach for people like you who have the platforms online to kind of spread the word. So thanks so much for doing this for us.
Oh, more than happy to. I enjoy it. I always enjoy meeting new people, new actors, new actresses, and filmmakers, and what they're up to, and projects like this. Like I said, it came from somewhere is really interesting to me. Like, I'm excited to see this film get made and what it brings, because I love the old cheesy stuff that's just fun to watch. You can just sit down, have some popcorn, have a pop, and just smile and just get laid back and watch a cool, fun film. And that's exactly what the trailer is bringing. So I say we watch the trailer again because I enjoy it. And I know that, I just lost everybody. Hold on a second. I know that, let me pop this off the screen, that Delilah has a nice scene in there. And I know I saw you in there too, Ash, in this trailer, right? Okay.
Mhm.
So we got everybody in this. Are you in the trailer, Ann?
No, I'm not in the trailer. I was doing some behind the scenes filming that day.
Okay.
The
So
other
let's watch this
actress is
trailer.
Miranda Kilpatrick. You can find
Yes.
her in
Okay.
Blood Sisters too.
Uh-huh.
Here we go. Let's watch this trailer again. I think it's great. So anybody who just came in, check this out.
Greetings, my friends. What you are about to witness is true. The names and places have been changed to protect those who witnessed the horror that happened. So therefore, I must ask you, my friends, can you handle the truth? Can you handle the unbelievable things that you are about to see before your eyes?
Yeah, I definitely love the way it's shot. It's a
Yeah,
great
so
trailer. Fantastic.
so the trailer gives you a feel for the look and feel that we're going for. The storyline is that there's a spaceship that crashes to Earth, and a creature escapes from the spaceship. And groups of teenagers help the two aliens from the spaceship locate the creature before he destroys the entire town.
Exactly, Mike. Michael Toast saying a cool War of the Worlds vibe. I agree. And I think we need more films like that. So I'm excited that you guys are trying to pull this off. We got Phil, SJ back.
I'm
I say
back.
Phil Herman because I know two Hermans, but SJ's back, and we're still missing Mr. Russell. I think he must have gotten booted or had to take off. But either way, he ditched us. You guys can have to
He
yell
had
at him.
connectivity problems. So yeah, Bill plays Grimwald, the narrator, classic characteristic of a lot of the 1950s creature features is that there's a narrator telling you what's about to happen, and then sometimes he's telling you actually what's happening on the screen before your very eyes. So we're using Bill in that role.
Yeah, I kind of got that idea from Plan 9 from Outer Space with Criswell at the beginning. That's where I got that idea for Bill.
He pulls off the narrator voice perfect. He really
Yeah.
nails it on that. It definitely sets the tone in that trailer with what he does. So fantastic job to you, Mr. Herman, if you're listening. I'm not Mr. Herman, Mr. Russell. If you're listening, yeah, I'm a tongue twister kind of guy. But so you guys got other projects that you're working on. I was planning on just talking about it came from somewhere, but you guys got a whole bunch of stuff in the works and stuff you've done, web series and movies. And I want to drop the link. I'm trying to look for it as we're speaking. So with not being able to walk and chew gum, Trepidity. Am I saying Trepidity? Trepidity. I need to see it written down. I know it's in there. I'm going to say it 6,000 different ways before I get it right. I just got to see it. And I know Lee Payne, and I'll give him a big shout out. He posted it, and like I said, I started watching it. It seems really interesting. So I am going to find where he posted it because I know he's got it here somewhere. Because I know you guys are sharing it till Sunday. Oh,
Yes.
Trepidity. I'm not even going to try to say it. Trepidity. Trepidity.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
So
got
yeah,
it.
we're doing kind of a special promotion this weekend. It was intended to target our Indiegogo supporters because we did get a lot of support with the film. And I know it's frustrating if you contribute to a campaign and then it's like, where's the movie? Where's the movie? And we're submitting it to some festivals. We're exploring distribution for it, but we thought, let's just give everybody a weekend and they can watch it. So we have a link in our Facebook group, and probably the easiest link for you to drop, John, would just be the Acrostar Films website. If people go to acrostarfilms.com, so ACROSTARFILMS.com.
I think I got it. Oops.
All the projects are listed there. The Facebook group is listed there. The Indiegogo campaigns are listed there. It's kind of your menu of Acrostar. The link to the YouTube channel, all that stuff.
Okay, cool, perfect. I dropped. I think this is the right link right here.
It's a group.
You see it down on the bottom here.
Yeah, that's the link to the Facebook group, and then the link. Yeah, the link to the Trepidity film on YouTube. The full thing, about 40 minutes running time, is in that Facebook group, and it's also posted just in a Facebook post. So if people want to watch it directly from Facebook, they can watch it there this weekend, or they can flip over to YouTube if you want to, watch it on your TV.
It came from somewhere.
I love the poster. I'm digging the poster with the like skull looking and the ghosts in there. Yeah, what's the skull? Yeah, that's sweet poster.
House.
Yeah, and I was going to say the barn
yep.
there. Yeah, that's a rendition of Ashley Hefner's barn. So we shot a total of 3 nights for a 40-minute film. So we pretty much knocked it out, especially with all the, let's say there's some blood, special effects and stuff. And it was nice because it was all in one location. It was cold because we shot this in early March in central Illinois, and it's rather chilly there. But I think it turned out awesome.
Yeah, I'm out in Missouri, so I get that cold air too. And I'm from the Northeast, so yeah. It can get a little chilly at certain times of the year. That's for sure.
It was like
sometimes you never know
less
when.
than 30-degree day.
What's that? I'm sorry, I missed what you said.
It was less than 30 degrees, and then it would rain on and off, but it would be like freezing rain. And it was very windy. Like the barn doors were just swinging the entire time we were filming. Yeah. It added to the ambiance, but it was very, very cold.
That's what I was going to ask. The wind and the rain and the slamming the doors, that had to add a little bit of element for the filming.
I'm glad we're filming. I'm just glad we're filming. It came from somewhere in September where it shouldn't be too hot, but it's definitely not going to be cold. I can almost guarantee it won't be cold in September.
A couple days after we got done filming Trepidity, there was this weird angel statue in the woods. at Ashley's house.
There was a lot of weird stuff that went on around filming, especially in the barn, which is over 100 years old and it already feels haunted. And I definitely feel like we summoned something by doing all these incantations and stuff during filming and like actually like in the film itself. And then we just discovered this really creepy basement just about a month ago that we never knew existed in that barn. And there's like a human-sized cage in the basement, and it's terrifying.
Yeah, everybody's digging that
It's really-
poster too.
Yeah.
It's
love the
head
poster.
turning. It's head turning.
It's kind of got that Fright Night look to it.
Yeah, yes, that's exactly what I was
Mhm.
thinking of too. Yeah, it does have a Fright Night vibe to it. I dig it. I definitely dig it. Let's look at that again. Throw it up there. Oh,
Yeah, I agree
I'm
with
still
that.
getting better with screen.
There was some strange stuff that was happening during filming.
It's kind of a horror movie inside of a horror movie. You could have just filmed behind the
Mhm.
scenes as an extra movie.
Mommy had
Honestly,
to
we
take
probably
me
could.
inside.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys are all busy, and you got more other than It Came From Somewhere. You got more projects you're all working on together, or you got other projects you're working individually on, or stories you're working on and writing.
I know Delilah's got a packed schedule. She's got a million
Yeah.
projects she's working on. I'm
I'm going to
focusing on
Indiana
It Came From Somewhere and
tomorrow.
Blood Sisters.
I'm going to Indiana tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
Delilah,
Mhm.
do you like working on horror movies the best, or what kind of movie would you like to work on? I see you worked on a lot of horror. Is there something you'd like to try, like comedy or?
I would like to try. I really have to think about fantasy.
Fantasy, like elves and dwarves, Lord of the
Yeah,
Rings
like
style?
something like
Okay,
that.
very cool.
Fairies, mermaids, something like that.
One of my friends would love a movie to watch that you'd be in. Like she's a Dark Crystal type fan, the fantasy and all that
I
stuff.
hate
So
the Dark Crystal. It's
you didn't
so
like the Dark Crystal,
scary.
huh? I haven't watched it since I was a
Scary.
kid, and it was weird, but my sisters
My mom
loved it.
loved it though.
Yeah, she's probably in the same age group I am, or somewhere around there. So she probably watched it as a kid too, and it's
She's
just
the Krypt
different now.
Keeper.
What's that?
She's the
She's the
Keeper.
Krypt Keeper.
She's the Krypt Keeper.
Yes.
That's too
So
funny.
very used to that.
What about
Well,
you,
actually,
Anne?
the way that Blood Sisters came to be is that SJ asked Delilah what kind of film she would want him to write. And she did suggest fairies, and that's not really his thing. He's a little on the darker side. So asked her about vampires, if that would be okay, and they settled on vampires. And so that's how Blood Sisters came to be.
Oh, cool. So now I know a little bit more about Blood Sisters too.
Well,
And how long
I
are
think
each
you would like
episode?
Blood Sisters.
I'm gonna check it out
Uh,
because I'm a fan already.
They range from like maybe like 16 to 23-ish minutes. They're not longer than half an hour. They're like pretty like campy. Like it's a comedy. It's a dark comedy too.
Yeah.
And it's raunchy. There's maybe like too many adult themes for little 8-year-old Delilah,
Yeah,
but
not
she's
supposed to
hilarious in
watch.
it.
At all.
And there's a lot of blood. So it's a lot of fun.
So horror comedy's always fun, especially in a TV series. So I'm gonna definitely check it out. Now I got the link too that I know to follow, and I'm gonna drop that too.
Someone asked, "What's the scariest movie I watched?"
Yes.
The scariest movie I've watched. Let me think about that. You guys can.
Well, you're
continue
not allowed to watch
talking.
Stupidity.
Yeah, that's a little too much for you, Delilah.
Oh, I've watched.
But you can't say it.
What is it called, Mom? Lucifer. On Netflix. That's the scariest.
TV show?
Yeah, it's a TV show, not a movie. I don't really watch any scary movies, but yeah, it's a TV show. But yeah, to answer your question, Chad Middleton, I think.
Yep. Great supporter, Chad. And that was a great question, Chad. I think that was a good one to ask. So you like acting in horror movies, but you're not a big fan of watching them.
No. Each
Yeah,
How
I mean,
ironic.
it came from somewhere is not going to be scary by today's standards. It's the typical creature feature from the 50s. So it's meant to be scary if you were watching it back in 1950.
50s.
The current audience, I think it'll be kind of comedic to them because of the acting style. We're going to mimic the acting style of the 50s, so it's going to be a little over the top for on camera. Very dramatic poses, particularly from the ladies. The dialogue is a little convoluted particularly for some of the characters, which makes it really interesting. So yeah, you have to get in that 50s frame of mind, and people can make fun of it if they want. We don't care. It's just entertainment. It's going to be pure entertainment.
awesome.
I feel like if
Well,
you're not
that's
making fun of it, then you're not enjoying it because it's that cheese factor. It's gonna be on purpose. So that way,
Exactly.
if people think we're doing a terrible job acting, then we were doing
I
our
like
job
it.
right because we're trying to do that 1950s over the top style. Anyway, that's what I keep telling myself, at least.
The grandma's mean.
Yeah,
Oh no,
every,
she's not.
every
Oh,
grandma
she
has
makes
her
up with you.
moments.
and Meanie Myrna over there.
Yeah, I have played some rather wacko kind of characters. This one's not so much, but yeah, I've played some disturbed people.
Is that something you enjoy doing though? Like, what kind of
Yeah.
characters do you like to play?
It's nice to play opposite your type. So I like to say I'm a very nice person in real life, but it's fun to play creepy.
You like to put that? Yeah, that'd be fun for somebody like you. I could imagine, because you do seem like a really nice person, and to be able to go on screen and kind of be that mean, scary person, and it's
Yeah,
kind
and I'm more like psychologically mean in the roles that I tend to get. 'Cause I've had several villain roles, and yeah, it's not like I'm
a
physically
psychological.
beating people up. I'm like mentally abusing them, that type of thing, and that's fun.
So no kung fu kicks and
Oh, God, no.
backspin kicks and
No. In my mind, I can still do that stuff. But
Yeah.
my body says no. Please don't even try.
So what are you guys planning on filming? It
He's
came
very
from
nice in
somewhere.
real life, though.
Oh, thank you.
We're going to be filming in September. We got 4 dates
That's right. You guys
lined
said that.
On my birthday.
up.
That's
between-
right. Yeah.
And mine.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
your
her
birthday too, huh?
My
Maybe we'll
birthday's
just
the day before
celebrate everybody's
Delilah's.
birthday.
It's
You're a
funny. My
day
sister's
apart, huh?
birthdays are both in June. So I got two sisters that are born. One's the 23rd and one's the 28th in June. So you guys are kind of birthday sisters. So that's really cool.
Yeah, and we have some
We usually at least
locations.
celebrate it. Oh, sorry, Ann.
Yeah, we've got some locations scoped out for filming in central Illinois area. So like within 30 miles of Champaign, Illinois, that's like the closest big town, but we've intentionally chosen a small town. I actually spoke with the city manager there today about, like blocking off their main street for us. They have a festival there that includes classic cars. So she's going to put me in contact with the classic car guys, see if we can get some older cars, placed on the set. And they'll block off. She's like, "Well, how many blocks do you need? 1, 2, 3." I don't know. Well, yeah, but we'll figure it out. But they're very easy to work with. It's got that nice 1950s vibe going on there, and we're rented a house to do the interior scenes. And the costuming we're working on. I mean, it's like impossible to actually get real 1950s clothes. So we're going to get the look of 1950s clothes using current day stuff or things that we can find in resale shops and vintage shops and things like that. But the hair is going to be 1950s makeup style. My lingerie, I'm going to try to do 1950s style because there's a certain look to women of that era. So we'll see. That's a sewing project of mine that I've yet to complete.
The 50s style of woman was definitely my favorite.
Yeah.
It still is. It still is. But yeah, that's great that the locations, you're not having the trouble that it can be. I know for a lot of filmmakers that can be the hardest part, and the fact that the city or the town is like really sounds like they're receptive, like what you need, no problem kind of deal. And that's really cool that they're doing that, because I know with other projects that has been issues for quite a few.
Yeah, well, and it helps that SJ has filmed in this town in the past. So the Morium series was set in this town, which was filmed last summer. So he's built a good relationship there. And, I mean, it's all about networking and maintaining those relationships. And, you leave the place like you found it. We're, appreciative of the effort that they put in, and, we acknowledge the town and the credits and stuff like that. So, yeah, she was, even though she had never spoken with me before, she was more than willing to do whatever it takes. And they happen to have a city council meeting coming up on Monday. So she's going to let everybody know what's happening on the different dates and stuff. So it was a very, very warm reception.
So filmmakers, straight from Ann, just make sure if you go and they allow you to, clean up after yourselves. Make sure you leave it the way you found it, and they'll let you come back and maybe open up even more of the town for you. So that's always great advice, actually, for a lot of indie filmmakers. Make sure everybody realizes that, because like you said, I'm sure if they didn't have the great experience with you guys, it might not have been so easy to pull off their acceptance.
Right. I mean, she could have said, "Oh, those guys, like, oh, no, we don't want to work with them again." But yeah, I mean, she knew that it was a group of people she could trust. Is SJ going to wear the monster costume?
No, unfortunately, I am not. We have somebody already in the role for that. No, I'll just be strictly behind the camera. Who knows? Maybe the monster will kill me in one scene.
Oh, there you go. A little cameo.
We have a cameo. Yeah, that'd be cool.
I was say you could also check out SJ and Blood Sisters. Not to plug Blood Sisters again, but he's actually acting in it. So if you want to see him on screen,
he plays my dad.
Our dad.
Ooh, SJ plays your dad?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
And Ann plays the grandmother. She's the mean grandma.
Yes.
I've been told
that's an idea.
I've been told that there's an even older role envisioned for me. So let's see when that comes up.
So is there a lot of people behind the scenes? You got great costume designers, makeup effects person.
We don't have a lot of
my
people
sister
behind the
is a
scenes.
makeup.
Yes, we have
makeup
another Hefner named
Hefner.
Hope. And she does makeup and hair for Blood Sisters, and she did hair and makeup for Trepidity. You'll see her in the credits there, and she's helping out on It Came From Somewhere as well.
And my mother plays the mom.
Michelle Hefner is part of the team as well.
Lots of Hefners, lots.
You're gonna be the Hugh Hefners, huh? Making all that money. Hugh Hefner makes that easy. Yeah, a lot of money.
That's what Daddy said.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, your dad's a smart man. You guys, well, I see a lot of potential and a lot of success for all you guys. The fact that you're getting into acting so young. You also, Ash, directing and acting. Big career for all of you guys. And it's been so much fun having you guys on. I'd love to have you guys on again. I'd love to check out Trepidity. Oh my God, Trepidity, or whatever it is. The teen movie. The teen movie. There's certain words I just can't say. I can't say last names in movie titles. I'll watch that teen movie, and I'm looking forward to checking all that stuff out. I'm excited for all you guys. I can't thank you enough for coming on the show. Yeah, I'm the best host maybe if I don't have to speak, Tony. Especially if it's a tongue twister for me. Once it's a tongue twister and I start messing it up, it's just all over, game over. But I guess that's what makes it funny.
You've been a great host.
It adds a little comedy unintentionally. Oh, thank you, Ash. I appreciate that.
You've been great.
Thank
you for having us on. This has been a blast. This has been so much fun.
Yes, thank you so much.
Well, we'll definitely have to have you come on again after the movie comes out, and I'd love to watch and discuss the T-Word movie, and maybe discuss that more. And I'm going to practice the word. Yeah, I know.
Much it.
I got to look at how it's spelled. Trepidity. Yeah, Trepidity. Why do you have to put titles like that? Come on now.
Think of like trepidation.
I'm
Like
just
a
gonna call it
little little
trep.
mouse. Trepidation.
Yeah, it's just
Or
just
trap.
doesn't roll off my tongue. It just kind of rolls and wobbles around my mouth. So we're gonna call it the whole Trep movie.
Well,
I'm looking forward to checking that out.
Yeah, when you do
But-
watch the whole thing, Jen, why don't you go ahead and, yeah, feel free to leave a comment in our Facebook group or a comment on the YouTube listing for it, and we'd appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check it out. I'll definitely support the group, and I'll share it in there. Big thank you to Lee Payne for introducing and posting and sharing your link in the Doomsday's Krypt. Hopefully by the time I finish watching the Trep movie, I can actually say the whole thing without tongue twisting it, and I can say it smoothly. So we'll
Well,
see what happens. Fingers
I
crossed.
hate to break it to you, but I don't know that that exact word is ever said in the movie.
It's
Don't
not.
think.
Well,
it
no,
is.
I'll practice it off screen. I'm gonna
Okay,
break it
okay.
down. I'll probably watch this and you guys say it a few times, and
You should make it your
Trepidity.
daily mantra.
I'm gonna just call it
Every
Trepidity.
morning.
I'm not gonna try to do the double D. It feels like yeah, it's Ricky Spanish. It feels like you gotta have that
Trepidity.
Spanish roll to it, and I just don't have it. It's this Northeast accent I got. But thank you guys.
Trepidity.
Well, thank you for
Thank you,
having us.
Delilah. Thank you,
Thank you.
SJ. Yeah, much
Yes,
appreciated.
thank
I'm
you.
gonna catch up on your work. I'm gonna
All right,
check
thank
out the
you.
Blood Sisters. I'm gonna check out everything, and then I'll have even more to talk to you guys next time I have you guys come on. And I promise, the
good.
next time I have you come
I'm
on,
Angelica.
I'm gonna. Yeah. Well, you play Erica. You said
Angelica.
Fangelica. I can say that word. I can get Fangelica out. That's an easy one. But next time you guys come on, I promise I'm gonna have Trepidity
My
down,
favorite.
rolling off my tongue.
And you were
I know.
closer that time. You were
I know,
closer
but
to
I'm not
saying it,
gonna.
right?
Yeah, that's the closest I'm gonna get on this stream. But I will have it perfected by the next one.
Sounds awesome, John. Thanks again so much.
Thank you guys. Thank you, chat. Always entertaining to have you guys here. Thank you for watching and all your support, and we will see you soon. Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.